Alright, so this is our first video with the new camera mount that I just built this morning. And I got 30 minutes before I got to be at work. We got some contract work to finish up this morning, and we'll be done with that. That'll give me more time in the barn, more time to upload cards, more time for content. So pretty excited about getting that done today. So I've been struggling for a while trying to figure out a better idea of how to show box breaks and stuff, and this morning I just figured, since I was working on cameras yesterday, why not just build my own makeshift little pendant arm, just like I have to order for camera systems. So something that wall mounts, extends the camera out, and just looks down from above. So I was like, felt a little inspired this morning just to make something out of some scrap wood I had kicking around outdoors. So here we go. I'm kind of happy about this, and just kind of observing the camera a little bit as well, making sure that we're getting a good view of the cards here. And I'm going to organize at the same time. I don't have any of this Duskmourn House of Horror cards, so this will be a brand new set to us, and we'll create some inventory tabs. These are kind of cool. I've never seen a single card from this set yet. So apologies if it takes a little minute this morning to roll through. It's just sometimes I get distracted and want to read a card. That's cool. Apologies for the robot running in the background. I did turn one of them off this morning just so I'd have a better audio experience here. The artwork's cool, as always. I believe there's 14 cards each of these packs. And on this particular box, this is the Play Booster box, and I think there was 32 packs or something. I can't even remember now. I gotta get better at knowing the products as I get going here. I did buy another box of cards yesterday. I think it was Ether Drift or something. I don't remember. They had a pretty good deal on it. I grabbed it. Didn't have any of it. So again, that's what this whole new series is about, is cracking stuff that we don't have and getting it out for stock. Oh, that is cool looking. Legendary creature, Elder Demon. Huh. Friendly Teddy. Yeah, we got 29 minutes to go before I gotta hit the road and get up north here. But I'll be back today a little later. At that point, what I might do is go ahead and scan in this inventory and show you what the value of it is, and let you know if this particular box or this set kind of stands on its own. Now that is cool. I've always liked scarecrow creatures. Unstoppable Slasher. So yeah, we'll find out if this is worth the money I spent. I probably have the invoice kicking around here somewhere. And then we'll talk about if this little tactic or this trial run here of cracking boxes and putting them all up for inventory has actually helped with increasing our sales or not, or increasing the amount of revenue from the sales. So we'll see. Be curious to know, because I got 6 orders waiting for me this morning, and the wife will be organizing or pulling those and getting those out. But I can mark those and dig those out of the history and kind of analyze it and see if it's increased or not, and see if they're buying the new stuff. That's the other thing. Undead Sprinter. I don't know. Getting a lot of strangled cemeteries. It looks like that's possibly the 3rd copy already. Huh. Lots of Terramorphic Expanse. I get that card quite a bit from all the previous sets that I've sorted through. Doomsday Excruciator. I had no idea that this set was full of demons. Huh. Maybe we got some new toys for Kalia out of this. We'll find out. Oops. Apologize. I had that one off camera there. Oh, that would be a fantastic card for an elf deck that I no longer have. But I can probably start another one. It's not like I forgot how to build it. I might eventually get back into playing again. It's just everything's so busy with my life right now, with trying to accrue and complete contract work and get stuff for the farm around here and all that sort of stuff. So it's playing the game is just kind of taking a back seat for a while. That is really cool. Avatar Horror Overlord of the Hauntwoods. There's a foil version of that elf. That is nice. Alright, we are almost a third of the way through the box. Oh, these punch cards. Remember what I told you about punch cards? They do not sort very easily. The other thing too is I always stick them in the PE section just so they're easy to find. But people do buy them, so I mean, if you're gonna toss them, go ahead. But just letting you know, people do buy them. So. Enduring Vitality. Yeah, I'll have to read these at a later time. I don't really have time to read everything this morning and kind of look through all the cards like I want to. So I'll probably just jump on spoiler site later and kind of read up on the different cards and such. But once I get home, we'll get these scanned and get them added to inventory. And then I got some other things to do today out here for the store, so we'll jump on that. Maybe I'll turn the camera on then. That's cool. I like it when they have double rares and mythics in these packs. All right, last pack. So we are third of the way through here. Let me know if I'm going too fast too, or too slow. Enchantment land. Huh. That's cool looking. That is very cool looking. So is that island. So again, I'm a big land collector, planeswalker collector, elves, demons, angels, dragons, goblins, all that kind of sort of stuff. So as I start breaking more and more of these boxes, I will be starting to collect all that stuff again if I have numerous copies of it. So that's why I really wanted this set, was just to kind of see what was in here and see if it was something that I'm going to be able to have for pieces of decks. And I like slivers too. That's really cool looking too. So eventually I'll be able to start keeping some pieces that I want. But for right now, like I said, everything is up onto the store, fully available. We're going to kickstart this, get it kind of up off the ground floor here with the commons and uncommons kind of propping us up. They do pretty well for us, so let's start getting into some good value cards as well here. Some of the more expensive stuff. Oh, that is really cool. $20 to go. Oops. Over there. That's really cool artwork. Restricted office lecture hall. Yeah, I don't even know how these cards kind of interact yet. I haven't even seen a single game of anybody playing these cards. I have not been on Arena, so I just really just don't know. I don't even know if this is released on Arena. That's how out of touch I am with the game for the minute. But it won't take me long to get caught back up, just because I've been uploading and dealing with bulk for so long. I'm just kind of lost track here. Now that is cool. 2 more rares and a mountain. Like it. That's a really cool looking mountain. Even if it's not a mountain. I don't know. Almost looks like a little treasure lair or something. Swarm Weaver, Scarecrow, legendary artifact creature, showcase. That's cool looking. Jump scare. That's awesome looking. Let's play a game. That there just reminds me so much of that horror series. Shit, can't think of the name of it now. Jigsaw. There we go. Leyline of Transformation. Alright, we'll find out if that's worth anything. Sometimes them ley lines were, so, oh wow, look at that. Foil Overlord of the Hauntwoods. That might be a piece I keep. That is just so cool looking. And since I already have one, I wouldn't feel bad about keeping one. Alright. Another jump scare. Huh. Damn, making a mess over here. First time ever doing this. Let's see here. Oops. I made a mess there. Fear of missing out. Nightmare. I don't know if I've ever seen a red nightmare before. Alright, we're down to 2 packs after this one, and we'll be done 2/3 of the way through the box. Another punch card. Alright. That's really cool. Figured there'd be a lot of creepy looking little dolls type characters in here, creatures and such, artifacts. Cursed recording. Oops. I put an F in the D pile. There we go. Toby, Beastie Defender. That's cool. Charred foyer, warped space. Huh. Swamp, unstoppable slasher foil. That is really cool looking. It's the first time I've seen that token land. Alright, last pack on the second stack, so we will be 2/3 of the way through. I think what I might do is on the next video when I do this is I might drop the table down so my hands aren't really hitting the stacks here because it seems like I'm kind of a little squished for space. I'll make that slight adjustment next time here. We've already seen one of those. Pretty cool looking. That's a cool looking spirit. Alright, last stack. Here we go. Haven't seen a planeswalker yet. Haven't really seen anything other than like maybe one land. So maybe this set doesn't have much of either. Don't know. There's another land. Ask and you shall receive. That is cool. Ghostly Dancers. Foil. It's so cool how you can just see barely see the face of the spirits in there. So there's obviously a Planeswalker. We just got the emblem here. So maybe it's in there. Who knows? The other thing I have not noticed, and I haven't really been paying attention to the set symbol in the bottom left corner, is I have not seen any of the set commanders splashed in this set yet. So I'm kind of looking out for that too. Maybe some of you eagle eyes up there have seen where one actually was pulled and I just kind of glossed over it and didn't pay attention. But let me know in the comments if you did find one. Silent Hall Creeper. Ooh, that's cool. Alright. There we go, another land. Probably not worth much. It looks like, yeah, it looks like it's got some disability to it where you've got to have, it's kind of situational. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Not really disability. But you never know. Sometimes it's a $15 card, sometimes it's a 50-cent card. You just never know with lands these days. Jump scare, that's cool looking. So far, that's probably my favorite artwork in this set. It's so creepy. Probably not something I'd want to see first thing in the morning on my way to the barn every day when it's pitch black out. Another cursed recording. Lammy Prowler. Huh. Oh, that's a cool foil mountain. Uh-oh. Was there no rare in this pack? Oh no, it was cursed recording. Sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. Like spiders. It's really cool. Speaking of spiders, yesterday I was at the workplace here in southern Colorado, northern New Mexico, and not a baby, but basically a baby-sized tarantula was crawling around on the first level of the job site. It's kind of cool. So we trapped it, put it in a cup, and released it outside. But that was the very first tarantula I have ever seen in the wild, and it was pretty cool looking. Not something I would want crawling on me if I was sitting on the ground by any means. That's a really cool looking card. So is that. Meat Hook Massacre 2. No idea if that's worth anything, but I know the pain in the ass that the Meat Hook card was. What was it? Midnight Hunt. Crimson Vow, one of those two sets. I can't remember which set, but Meat Hook Massacre #2. All right, here we go. Really cool. I'm really curious what that card's worth. If I had more time, I'd probably look it up before I get out of here. But I got 7 minutes, so before I gotta get my truck packed and be heading up north here. But that's really cool. Meat Hook Massacre #2. I might look that up once I get up to the job site here. One of the last boxes I broke was, I think, maybe it was Midnight Hunt, where I bought one, pulled the Meat Hook Massacre card in there, turned around, sold it, and then went out and bought another box, pulled another one, went out and bought another box. So I was able to get a lot of that particular set because of that card reselling as fast as I could crack it. So it was pretty cool. But then the third box, I did not get one. So that ended that streak. But I was up quite a bit of money because that card, I think, was around 60, 65, maybe even $70 at the time in standard. So it was absolutely one of them moments where you've got to capitalize on it when it's worth that much, because I can always come back later and buy it as it drops in value. If it ever did. I don't know if it ever did. So, and it's not a card I would normally play with, even though it did look like a lot of fun. Grievous Wound. Damn, that is cool. All right, we're down to 3 packs and 6 minutes to go. Let's see what we got. A lot of different versions of murder. I saw that in the Assassin's Creed set as well, so we will not be short of murders anytime soon. And I have it from all the other previous sets. There's the showroom version. That is cool looking. Toy. That's awesome. Love it. Cool art. Exactly what I would expect from this set. Gonna take me 5 minutes to get the pack open. Alright, here we go. Down to, this is second to last pack. Human Doctor. That's hilarious. It does not look very human. Ghostly Dancers non-foil. Alright, let's see. Damn, we opened our drink and didn't even have any yet. Last pack. No Planeswalkers yet. We suspect there's at least one. I haven't seen a whole lot of duplication in this, so that's kind of cool to see. There we go, special guest. So they do have different sets cards splashed in here, so I was wondering if they would or not. And that one's a mythic. Don't know if it's worth anything. We will find out later. Some of you probably already know, because this video will be up before I upload this to the store and create a video out of that. Kind of like a little set analysis. Oh, that is awesome. Overlord of the Flood Pits. Again, don't know if it's worth much. We'll find out. Man, it's exciting. Now I don't want to go to work, but I have to. So we're done. Some pretty cool highlights in here. Love avatars, spirits, scarecrows, horrors, all that kind of sort of stuff. I'm a big tribal player, so I don't know. Some of this stuff is tempting. I'm not gonna lie. Some of it's tempting to keep. And I absolutely can, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll pull this stuff again. At least foil versions of it or anything. So we'll see. I gotta get to work. But we're gonna upload this video and tell me if you kind of like this view or not. And y'all have a great day.